Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to this cricket happening show with your host Ram today. And on this cricket happening show, I do have a sore throat, but it's okay. And on this cricket happening show, this on a Sunday, I have to first start off by saying that the Indian Premier League playoffs places have been decided finally after all this battle that was going on. Finally, it is there in front of everyone. Today, the two matches that were played really decided the playoffs position. The first match which was played was between Kolkata Knight Riders taking on the Sunrisers Hyderabad in a match where Kolkata Knight Riders mustered only 171 for 6 of 20 overs, but their bowlers did a fine job to restrict the Sunrisers Hyderabad to 149 for 8 and thus winning the match by 22 runs. And Kolkata Knight Riders were the first ones to qualify for the playoffs. So Kolkata Knight Riders and Sunrisers Hyderabad have qualified. And then the next match that happened, which was between Royal Challengers Bangalore and Delhi Daredevils, it was a must-win match for the RCB to qualify, and they did it in fine style with Virat Kohli reaching yet another 50, his 17th 50, and that is a record in T20s because Chris Gayle had got 16 scores of 50s in 2012 from 38 innings. Virat Kohli has made 17 50s in 26 innings in T20. And so Royal Challengers Bangalore finally booked a spot into the playoff. Delhi Daredevils were pushed out, and also Mumbai Indians also lost their opportunity. So now it is going to be the Royal Challengers Bangalore taking on the Gujrat Lions, the roaring Gujrat Lions, I would say, at Royal Challengers home haunt, and that is Bangalore. And then Sunrisers Hyderabad will be playing on the Kolkata Knight Riders. So I just wanted to straight away start off with this, and now I will be jumping into the coverage of the matches. So as usual, I will be starting off with the first match which happened between Sunrisers Hyderabad and the Kolkata Knight Riders. Now Kolkata Knight Riders and Sunrisers Hyderabad were playing at the Rajashekara Reddy Stadium here in Visakhapatnam. Sunrisers Hyderabad were the ones who actually won the toss and they decided that they will insert. I'm sorry, this match was being played at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata, where Kolkata Knight Riders batted first and put 171. Now, as far as the batting was concerned, all started with Robin Uthappa and Gambhir opening the innings. But it was, in fact, Robin Uthappa started off in a real flash as he sent 4 consecutive fours. I reckon it was of either Bhuvneshwar Kumar or Shran, but he sent 4 boundaries consecutively to really start off the proceedings in a very flashy manner. But after that, as this partnership was going on, with Gambhir playing a bit quietly, and one was seeing that Uthappa was looking very confident with his blows, and then after that 4 fours that Uthappa hit, he was stopped by Baninder Shran, and Shran picked up his wicket. That was the first wicket to go. Scott Williamson bowled Shran for 25, 17 deliveries, 4 fours. After that, Colin Munro was into the side today, which was a good move according to me. But Colin Munro, it was Deepak Hooda, the right arm off spinner, who was introduced into the attack. And Deepak Hooda did not disappoint. In fact, he picked up 2 wickets pretty quickly. First, he sent back Colin Munro for 10, who holed out to Naman Oja, 10 of 8 balls with 2 fours. And then it was Gautam Gambhir who was sent back to the pavilion, caught by Enriquez with the bowling of Hooda for 16 of 15 balls with 1 4. And then we from 57 for 3, where Kolkata Knight Riders definitely required a bit of repair to the innings. It came in the form of a Manish Pandey knock and Yusuf Pathan. Yusuf Pathan was the man of the match today. Yusuf Pathan and Manish Pandey combined very well. Manish Pandey started off in a blazing fashion as he started hitting boundaries and sixes. In fact, he actually hit Karan Sharma for 2 sixes. One was a googly that he picked it up and sent it into the fence, and then there was a similar delivery which Karan Sharma whipped it over the mid-wicket region for another beautiful six. And Manish Pandey was also striking very well at the other end. Yusuf Pathan slowly got into his groove, and he also started firing boundaries from his bat as both really did a fine job. In fact, it was a good partnership. It was an 87 runs partnership that ensued between Manish Pandey and Yusuf Pathan. It was very important for Kolkata Knight Riders to recover, and that was the recovery which was done at the hands of Yusuf Pathan and Manish Pandey, and I thought it was pretty valuable in the end for the Kolkata Knight Riders victory. And then finally this partnership was brought to an end by Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, who picked up Pandey's wicket for 48 of 30 deliveries, 2 fours and 3 sixes. After that, Jason Holder came and left 3 of 3 balls out the bowling Mustafizur Rahman, and Shakib Al Hasan was also out cheaply for 7. So that meant that Yusuf Pathan had to do all the big hitting. Well, he definitely finished it off in a flurry as he had an unbeaten 52 to his name of 34 deliveries with 3 fours and 2 sixes. Surya Kumar Yadav was not out on 6 of 3 balls with 1 4, and Kolkata Knight Riders finished at 171 for 6 of their 20 overs. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar 2 for 31, Shran 1 for 31, Williamson bowled 1 over for 7, Deepak Hooda 2 overs 2 for 16 was useful today. Karan Sharma got clattered today, 3 overs none for 39. Enriquez 2 overs none for 14. Mustafizur Rahman 4 overs 1 for 32. Also got a bit of a beating, one could say. Well, now let's look at the reply that Sunrisers Hyderabad started. Now Sunrisers Hyderabad, the reply which came was good in the sense we definitely saw that today it was not David Warner definitely in fact he got beaten on one particular delivery from I thought it was from Sunil Nareen, but he picked up the other one and slogged it for a beautiful 6, and after that it was Warner was the first wicket to go today as Sunil Nareen got a ball to actually turn outside the middle leg stump and knock off his stumps. He was gone, bowled by Nareen for 18 of 16 balls with 1 4 and 1 6, and I'm sure the opposition Kolkata Knight Riders would have been very happy with this outcome that David Warner was gone. But Shikhar Dhawan was probably getting into some very good form because he was striking the ball very fluently, so he was getting those boundaries rolling, and he also hit 3 consecutive 4s in a single over, and he was looking absolutely charged up, and he was also tonking them big over the fence too. So Shikhar Dhawan was the one who was the binding force today, as Naman Oja, after contributing 15 of 25 deliveries, 1 4, was the victim of the bowling of Sunil Nareen. So Sunil Nareen had taken 2 wickets, and then Shikhar Dhawan, after contributing 51 in a score of 86, departed, but his wicket was taken by the best bowler today in the KKR camp, and it was none other than Kuldeep Yadav, the Chinaman bowler, who really made every batsman play today. In fact, he definitely he was selected today, and he was such an I would say he bowled very well. In fact, he was bowling in tandem with Sunil Nareen, and I thought he did a wonderful job. He was turning the ball beautifully. This pitch had definitely had a lots of turn, no doubt about it. Kuldeep Yadav was making good use of it. He was turning the ball. He was keeping the batsmen guessing, and he tested all the batsmen who came to the crease, and he also picked up the wicket. So there was one big wicket that he picked up was of Shikhar Dhawan, caught by Munro of the Kuldeep Yadav for 51, as Shikhar Dhawan, after caning 51 of 30 deliveries, 4 fours and 3 sixes, departed, and then 92 for 3, and then Yuvraj Singh came in. Well, Yuvraj Singh definitely was tested by Kuldeep Yadav as he actually bowled him a delivery which beat him. But then Yuvraj Singh, we all know what a wonderful player he is. He really, the next ball ball, he didn't wait. He just picked up the length of Kuldeep Yadav and bang, it went into the stands. That was 1-6, and that was put over the long off region. And then he played one super shot when he picked up the Kuldeep Yadav and drove him over the extra cover region for a beautiful 6, one thought. And Yuvraj Singh was looking into his elements, already made 19 of 12 balls, 1, 4 and 2, 6, before Shakib Al Hasan picked up his wicket for 19, and that left the score at 110 for 4 in the 15th over. The charge was still on. They still had 61 runs to make in the balance 33 deliveries, and there was a game on, one could say, because Kane Williamson was the only problem for Sunrisers Hyderabad at that stage was that there were 2 new batsmen at the crease. One was Kane Williamson, the other was Deepak Hooda. But as I said, Kuldeep Yadav was bowling a very good line today, and he forced Kane Williamson to play an injudicious stroke, and he was gone for 7 of 9 balls. And then Deepak Hooda was run out for 2, and then it was pretty easy going for the KKR to enter the playoffs, as Moises Enriquez lost his stumps to Nareen for 11 of 10 balls with 1-4, and before even Karan Sharma was there at the crease, so hope was definitely there. But Karan Sharma, what can he do? He couldn't actually force the pace, and the bowling was pretty good, and Karan Sharma was left to do a lot with little ball, with less number of balls left. He remained not out on 8 of 11 balls. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar was out for 5. Shan was not out on 2. And Sunrisers Hyderabad had to be content with 149 for 8. But in the end, it really didn't matter, because Sunrisers Hyderabad had already made it to the playoffs. And Yusuf Pathan was named man of the match. Pathan 1 over for 4 runs. Rajput 3 overs no made, and Kolkata Knight Riders qualifying for the playoffs. 1 for 21 for Rajput. Shakib Al Hasan 4 overs 1 for 34. I thought he bowled well. Nareen bowled an excellent line, 3 for 20. So Kuldeep Yadav today bowled superbly. 4 overs no made and 2 for 28. 1 over for 8 runs for Munro. Jason Holder 3 overs no made and none for 21. So that is as far as that match is concerned. So Kolkata Knight Riders, having qualified, will again play the same team, and that is going to be the Sunrisers Hyderabad. So it's going to be a repeat. So now it will be interesting to see whether Sunrisers Hyderabad in that main match which is coming up is able to put it across Kolkata Knight Riders. But what a wonderful contest we are having in the offing in the playoffs with Sunrisers Hyderabad taking on the Kolkata Knight Riders. Now the next match that I'm going to talk about is the Royal Challengers Bangalore match. Royal Challengers Bangalore versus the Delhi Daredevils. It was played at Shahid V. Narayan Singh International Stadium in Raipur. Now this was a pitch which was definitely assisting the pace bowlers. It was giving them some extra bounce, and shots were not so easy to play. You had to really pick and choose the strokes. I mean, you had to really pick and choose the balls that you wanted to play. And well, the toss, the luck of the toss went into the hands of Royal Challengers. So Royal Challengers Bangalore winning the toss and actually putting the Delhi Daredevils into bat. Well, Delhi Daredevils into bat, and Delhi Daredevils were in instant trouble in the second over itself, when the left arm pace bowler Arvind gave them a very quick breakthrough by sending that very aggressive Rishabh Pant into the pavilion very cheaply for just 1 run. He was caught behind by Rahul. That was the first wicket to go. That made it 11 for 1 in the second over. So that was the first wicket to go. After that, we saw Karun Nair, who played a brilliant knock the other day. Could not last long, as now it was the handiwork of the right arm leg spinner Yuzvendra Chahal who was introduced. And Yuzvendra Chahal really bowled an excellent line, and he also started picking up wickets. In fact, he was the one who really put this team into Delhi Daredevils into real trouble, because he picked up the wicket of Karun Nair for 11 of 10 balls with 1-6. Sanju Samson hit one nice boundary, 1-4 and 1-6 in a knock. He actually picked up Chahal and swung him around for a 6. But Sanju Samson was also a victim of Chahal trying and attempting another one, which KL Rahul behind the stumps held it. And Samson was gone for 17 of 12 balls with 1-4 and 1-6. And that was the time when Samson was gone. Nair was gone. Samson and Nair both were gone. And that was the time. It was 71 for 3. And when Billings was sent back to the pavilion by Jordan. But at the other end, we had Quinton de Kock, who was really, really timing the ball well, and he was playing himself in very well there, and he was watching this all happen in front of his eyes. He was the only one who could offer some shout resistance as he was seeing the wickets actually falling in front of him, as Billings was claimed. Billings actually trying a beautiful catch taken. Let's talk about the catch that Virat Kohli took to see the back of Karun Nair. What a catch that was from Kohli. A beautiful catch. I mean, one would have not thought that Kohli would have taken it, but Kohli had sprinted and actually from mid-off, and he had taken that catch beautifully in front of Nair. That was a beautiful catch. I would say it was a catcher's wicket there. And there's another beautiful catch which was taken by Chris Gayle this time, when Billings actually trying to cut a delivery from Jordan, could not actually keep the ball down. And what a catch. I mean, Gayle plucked it from somewhere. He just stretched his hand and just plucked it out of thin air. And Sam Billings was gone for 4. And Pawan Negi came coming in front of Brathwaite, which was a bit surprising. And Pawan Negi was a victim of the bowling of Gayle for 6. And then Brathwaite was the next victim. Cott Watson bowled Gayle for 1, and Gayle was on the roll. He had taken 2 wickets. And as I said, there was definitely some turn and some very, very good captaincy from Virat Kohli, telling Chris Gayle to bowl, and Gayle definitely obliging his skipper. And then Quinton de Kock was still there at the crease, and Quinton de Kock, well, he had, as I said, he was the one who was actually staying there at the wicket and getting the runs for his team, the Delhi Daredevils, as Quinton de Kock's wicket was taken by Chahal for 60 of 50 balls, 5 fours and 1 6, and then it was Chris Morris in the end, hitting it towards the end with an unbeaten 27 of 18 deliveries, 3 fours. Jay Yadav was run out on 5, and Delhi Daredevils finished at 138 for 8 of their 20 overs. Now, as I said, this was not a pitch very easy to bat on. There was some extra bounce in the pitch. There was something in it for the spinners too. So it was not an easy pitch to bat on. Binny 2 overs, none for 15. Arvind providing the breakthrough, 1 for 28. Jordan 2 overs, no maiden, 1 for 10. Watson bowled 4 overs for 27. Chahal doing a good job, 4 overs, 3 for 32. Gayle doing a good job, 2 overs for 2 wickets for 11 of 2 overs. And Iqbal Abdullah, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 14. So now Royal Challengers Bangalore, to qualify for the playoffs, they had to score 139, which they did eventually. Well, the start for Royal Challengers Bangalore was not good at all, with Chris Gayle chopping the ball onto his stumps in the second over of the bowling of Morris for 1. It was a ball which was actually and sort of an outswinger from Chris Morris, and Gayle actually trying to play at it, actually inside dashed onto his stumps for 1. So that was wicket number 1. At the other end, Kohli had played one beautifully, sweetly timed stroke for a boundary as A.B. de Villiers came in. But A.B. de Villiers, after hitting just one boundary, was a victim of the bowling of Zahir Khan, and suddenly this Royal Challengers Bangalore had lost 2 wickets for 17 runs in the third over inside the power play. But Kohli was not there. Kohli was there to crease as KL Rahul joined him. Once KL Rahul joined him, and then the resurrection started taking place, because and KL Rahul, we know, he has been very consistent in this tournament, and Virat Kohli, well, we all know who is the man in the best form in IPL in this 2016 is none other than Virat Kohli. And Virat Kohli was actually making batting look pretty easy. He was actually playing the ball beautifully. In fact, he was actually I would say striking the ball very well, in the sense he was stroking the ball smoothly and effectively. And Virat Kohli also understood that this is not a pitch where you can hit a lot of boundaries. So he decided to buy his time. Very smart work by Virat Kohli, and also he was actually tutoring KL Rahul in between the innings. And KL Rahul, well, he hit one beautiful six of the bowling of Morris as he picked him up and swung him high and handsome into the stands. That was KL Rahul, who actually it was not a good hit. Basically, it was a top edge that flew over the fence. And so Kohli and Rahul combined, and they definitely helped the Royal Challengers Bangalore recover with a very fruitful stand that they put on for the third wicket. It was basically, I would say, they put on almost 66 runs. I reckon 66 runs were what they put on, and that was very important, which really made the score look much better when Rahul departed. When Brathwaite, coming for his first time to bowl, actually with his very first ball that he bowled, Brathwaite clean bowled KL Rahul for 38 of 23 balls, 4 fours and 1 6. At the other end, we saw Virat Kohli, the non-striker, absolutely unhappy with that, as he actually took his bat and hit it on his own pads, because he was just wondering as to what is going to happen as Shane Watson came in. Now, Shane Watson came in, and Shane Watson was not able to force the pace at all, with Brathwaite bowling well at the other end, and also Amit Mishra, and Watson was finding life a bit difficult. And then Virat Kohli had to take it upon himself to start hitting some boundaries, which he did by maneuvering the ball beautifully into the gaps and playing some very smart cricket. But then Shane Watson, who was struggling, then he got out of his sort of his stupor by actually picking up one and actually hitting for a six. He was very lucky that Yadav could not actually cling on to that ball at the edge of the fence as a ball went into the spectators. So Watson got a six, but after that, the very next delivery, Watson was a goner. He tried one more hoik at it, caught Billings, bowled Negi for 14 of 18 deliveries, 1 6, and then Virat Kohli was there, because as one knows that once Virat Kohli is there, Royal Challengers Bangalore have nothing to worry, and that's what precisely happened. Stuart Binney joined him, and Stuart Binney also looked confident in a knock of unbeaten 16 of 11 balls, 2 fours, and Virat Kohli, as I said, went on to another record, 17 50s in T20s, and he was not out on 54. He's 1750, and he was not out on 54 or 45 deliveries, 6 fours, and what a way that the captain Virat Kohli of RCB, taking them to the playoffs, helping them qualify for the playoffs, and being there to hit the winning run. So 139 for 4, RCB qualifying. RCB, as I said, have a very tough game on hand. They are taking on the roaring Gujrat Lions in the qualifiers. Now, as far as the bowling, Virat Kohli was man of the match. There was absolutely no shadow of doubt about that. The bowling, Zahir Khan, who picked up the important wicket of AB de Villiers, 4 overs, no more than 1 for 30. Miss 3 overs, 1 for 31 today, sounded a bit costly. Pawan Negi, 3 overs, 1 for 19. 4 overs for 33. Mishra couldn't get a handle today, even though the pitch was really helping him. Yadav 1 over 8 runs. And Brathwaite, I thought, was the best bowler. 3.1 overs, no maiden, 1 for 18. And so, as I said, the placings have been decided. Once more for you, dear fans and subscribers, the playoffs have been decided. RCB will be taking the first qualifier against the roaring Gujrat Lions at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium here in Bangalore. And Sunrise and KKR, once again, it would be a repeat match which would be happening between them. Well, dear fans, friends, subscribers, hope you all loved this cricket broadcast of mine. I don't have anything else to share other than that on this particular cricket happening show. Hope you all enjoyed it. There's more to come tomorrow. That's on a Monday on my next cricket happening show.